Do you ever blame your parents na naging breadwinner ka?
I just feel like kung hindi lang ako breadwinner, baka I was able to save money for my tuition, for masteral. People around me are really pursuing those things, and personally, I really want to pursue those then. And yun nga, hindrance lang din na I don't have the luxury na sarili lang isipin ko, but I have to provide for my family.
Ako kasi as a breadwinner naubos. Wala nang savings na natitira. And parang yun yung pinanghihinayangan ko kasi madami akong goal sa buhay. And siguro yung mga ganong goal, hindi ko siya makukuha kung wala akong savings, right? Nangungutang na yung mama ko. Yung nakakain namin dati, sabaw. Minsan madami kaming ulam, 3 to 4. Ngayon parang nagiging tuyo na yung ulam namin, wala nang mga sabaw, ganon. So parang na-realize ko na, shucks, nagiging mahirap na kami.
Even nung bata ako, naririnig ko na sa mga kapitbahay namin, yan yung mag-aahon sa'yo sa hirap. Yan yung mag-aahon sa pamilya niyo sa hirap. Bibilan ka niya ng bahay, ganyan. Even grade 6 or grade 5 pa lang ako, alam ko na I will be my family's savior when it comes to saving them from poverty or from paghihirap, ganyan.
Marami times talaga na parang naiiyak ka na lang. Kunyari, sa'yo galing lahat ng pera, no? Makikita mo talaga yung bawat gastos labas ng pera mo. Pasok ang labas. And makikita mo din kapag nagbabudget ka na nagzi-zero, minsan nag-negative pa. May kulang. Ano ba to? Parang ang dami ko nang ginagawa. Kumbaga naghihirap talaga ako, nagtatrabaho ako, tapos kulang pa din. So parang naiiyak ka na lang kasi gusto mo na umahon sa hirap eh. Mahirap kasi talaga na maging mahirap. Nakakatrauma siya kapag nakakakita ka ng zero sa budget. Na walang-wala. As in, ni piso sa bag, wala. Ni benching ko man lang sa bahay mo. Sobrang hirap na ba talaga namin?
Feeling ko lang na napagkaitan ako. Nag-work naman kami pareho, pero bakit yung sa akin is napupunta lang lahat sa family ko?
Breadwinners are fragile. Siguro sa tingin nila, malakas talaga yung loob namin. Kasi yun yung gusto namin ipakita. Pero at the same time, meron kaming kunyari, every night, nag-iisip kami, what if hindi kami breadwinner? Or kaya madami kaming mga thoughts na pumapasok sa isip. Kaya ko pa ba? Mga ganon. So, parang nandun yung mga negative thoughts na pumapasok.
Part ka ba ng sandwich generation? Ano yung sandwich generation? Sandwich generation is basically ito yung mga individuals who are providing for their family habang pinupursue nila yung mga pangarap nila. So, kumbaga, yung money na generate mo sa pagtatrabaho is nagpo-provide ka para sa family mo, at the same time, nag-save ka para sa future family mo. I know, mahirap maipit sa ganitong sitwasyon na hindi mo naman pinili. Kailangan mo mag-provide kasi wala nang ibang aasahan. In this episode, nag-invite tayo ng mga guests, ng panganay na breadwinners who are providing for themselves habang nilalaban ang mga pangarap nila. Panoorin natin to.
Hi, my name is Aika Martinez. I'm a social media manager, a freelancer, and also a financial advisor.
Hello, my name is Melody Quintanilla. I am a development associate at Smarter Good Incorporated and also a financial advisor with Sun Life Philippines.
Kailan mo na-realize na ikaw ang magiging breadwinner ng family mo?
Ako yun yung time na nag-retire na yung papa ko kasi seaman siya. And given naman na seaman, malaki talaga kita na seaman. And kapag hindi ka na nakaalis or like hindi na sila nakapagbarko, malaking income talaga yung mawawala. And given sa lifestyle namin, mararamdaman mo talaga kapag wala kang pera na nakuha, talagang maghihirap ka. And that's the thing na na-realize ko na yun na, nangungutang na yung mama ko. Yung nakakain namin dati, sabaw, minsan madami kaming ulam, 3 to 4. Ngayon parang nagiging tuyo na yung ulam namin, wala nang mga sabaw, ganun. So parang na-realize ko na, shucks, nagiging mahirap na kami. Parang I have to do something. Parang nakikita ko na nag-struggle na rin yung parents ko and syempre yung father ko, knowing na matagal na siyang nagsiman. Ang hirap mag-venture out other jobs to provide for us. Doon ako nag-step in na parang lumakas yung loob ko na to find a job and to find an additional source of income para lang makahelp sa family ko. And then eventually, na-realize ko na parang, ako na yung nakakapag-provide. Ako na yung nagbibigay pala. It's a good thing naman kasi at least up until now, nakasurvive kami. And I'm really grateful for that.
My story is, I've always been an achiever. kumbaga, kung yung sa society level or parang sa tingin ng society. So, honor student, went to Science High School, went to UP, ganyan. So, I'm the first generation college graduate in our family. Even nung bata ako, naririnig ko na sa mga kapitbahay namin, yan yung mag-aahon sa'yo sa hirap. Yan yung mag-aahon sa pamilya niyo sa hirap. Bibilan ka niya ng bahay, ganyan. Even grade 6 or grade 5 pa lang ako, alam ko na I will be my family's savior when it comes to saving them from poverty or from paghihirap, ganyan.
Ano yung pakiramdam na every time sumasahod ka, karamihan ng sahod mo sa family mo napupunta?
Ako masaya ako na nagpo-provide ako sa family ko because I love them. And I really wanted to give back all that they gave to me when I was young. And ngayon kasi na, syempre, hindi na sila capable since old na sila, no? Yun na lang din yung parang gift ko sa kanila. Providing them the needs and also yung parang a good life for them. So, ayun.
So, I definitely agree with Aika. There's a sense of fulfillment when we are able to provide for our family. So, we are happy that we have enough to provide. But at the same time, at the back of my mind, sometimes, there's always this question na parang, so, nabigay ko na lahat, paano ko man naman i-reward yung sarili ko from all my hard work? Yun yung mga times na kapag walang natitira, kasi you have to pay the bills, ganun. Pero, generally naman, it's a sense of fulfillment for me.
How do you take care of yourself despite all the responsibilities na meron ka as a breadwinner?
So, in my part, no, sobrang hirap nun. Kasi, as a breadwinner talaga, mostly, nauubos kung ano yung kaya mong i-provide. Kasi napupunta lahat sa family mo. And, yun yung parang naging source of inspiration ko to have more. Kasi gusto ko rin na meron akong reward for myself. And dun ko na pagtanto kapag kunyari, like sinabi ni Dodi kanina na nagkukulang ka. Kapag ganun kasi nararamdaman ko, mostly ang ginagawa ko is I have to do something. Kasi parang ayoko na parang lahat na lang napupunta sa family ko. How about myself? So, doon ako gumagawa ng paraan. And yung paraan na yun is for myself na. Kasi syempre, masayang magtrabaho kung alam mo na pupunta rin sa sarili mo. Prioritize your family, but also you prioritize yourself.
So, for me naman, so currently, I know my income and I know our family's expenses because I do the budgeting for our household. So, I'm aware of the reality and I'm aware that most of the time, budget is tight. So what I do, if I cannot really give something for myself financially, I make sure that I give myself time and space na ako lang. So I make sure to hang out with friends, even though it's a stretch when it comes to finances, but I really give myself some time to be alone and to check on myself kung kamusta ba ako. So importante na self-aware ka din.
Ikaw ba, ano yung worries mo as a breadwinner?
Okay, yung sa akin, yung magkukulang talaga. Kasi, 'di ba, as a breadwinner, ikaw na lang yung parang inaasahan ng family mo. Kapag ganyan kasi na magkukulang or like wala kang ma-provide, like paano na sila? Parang nagiging burden siya. And at the same time, syempre, kapag nawala ako, like, sino yung mag-aalaga sa kanila? Sino yung makapag-provide sa kanila? Kaya ba nilang gawin yung kaya kong gawin? Yung ganitong range ng income, kaya ba nilang makuha yun? Yun yung nagiging lagi kong worry na dapat tuloy-tuloy, napapaghandaan kung meron mang mga hindrances na nangyayari in terms of giving them a good life.
For me naman, due to recent events, one of my biggest worry din talaga is my parents' health. I'm aware of the reality that they were not able to prepare when they were still younger. So, as the breadwinner, kapag may mga nangyayaring unforeseen events, I really do the financing. Since tumatanda sila, dadagdagan din yung mga sakit, may mga nangyayari na hindi naman natin inaasahan. So, yun yung worry ko kasi nga, it will really take a toll sa finances natin. Kasi mahal magkasakit. Kaya nga, sinasabing health is wealth, diba? So, it's really important na pangalagaan yung sarili nila, ganyan.
Ano yung mga pangarap mo na hindi mo na-achieve just because you have to provide for your family?
This is still a dream. Hindi ko pa naman siya sinusukuan, but really studying or even living abroad. I just feel like kung hindi lang ako breadwinner, baka I was able to save money for my tuition, for masteral. People around me are really pursuing those things, and personally, I really want to pursue those then. And yun nga, hindrance lang din na I don't have the luxury na sarili lang isipin ko, but I have to provide for my family. Pero, as I mentioned, yun, hindi ko pa rin siya gina-give up, and I'm still believing God na He will give that to me.
Siguro, feeling ko, kung hindi ako breadwinner, ang dami ko nang na-save. Kasi saving is really, isa siyang standard na parang tinitignan sa isang tao kung wealthy ka ba or hindi. Kung marami kang savings, ibig sabihin parang maganda yung finances mo, parang ganun. Ako kasi as a breadwinner naubos, wala nang savings na natitira. And parang yun yung pinanghihinayangan ko kasi madami akong goal sa buhay. And siguro yung mga ganong goal, hindi ko siya makukuha kung wala akong savings, right? That's why I wanted to earn more para naman meron akong saving talaga na mapunta for myself and for my goals.
Ikaw ba, ano bang pangarap mo para sa sarili mo?
Related sa finances, edi syempre magkaroon ng sariling bahay, sariling sasakyan. At the same time, magkaroon din ako ng sarili kong business. So most probably, para sa akin talaga yun, diba? Hindi business na gusto ng parents ko, kumbaga business na gusto ko.
Sa akin naman, more on financial security and financial freedom in the future. Kasi I have already seen what it's like not to prepare for those things. So, I want to cut that cycle sa family namin. I really want to be the first generation na financially literate and financially aware sa mga bagay-bagay. And not just financially literate, pero really doing something about it. Na really preparing for the future instead of just spending everything I have in the present.
Do you have that moment na naiiyak ka na lang because of your situation as a breadwinner?
Marami times talaga na parang naiiyak ka na lang. Kunyari, sa'yo galing lahat ng pera, no? Makikita mo talaga yung bawat gastos labas ng pera mo. Pasok and labas. And makikita mo din kapag nagbabudget ka na nagzi-zero, minsan nag-negative pa. May kulang. Ano ba to? Parang ang dami ko nang ginagawa. Kumbaga naghihirap talaga ako, nagtatrabaho ako, tapos kulang pa din. So parang naiiyak ka na lang kasi gusto mo na umahon sa hirap eh. Mahirap kasi talaga na maging mahirap. And that's why, given na gano'n, parang nakakatrauma siya kapag nakakakita ka ng zero sa budget. Na walang-wala. As in, ni piso sa bag, wala. Nakakatrauma talaga siya na wala kang makita ni benching ko man lang sa bahay mo. Yun yung pinaka-traumatic experience ko na parang kahit man lang benching ko, wala sa bahay namin. Sobrang hirap na ba talaga namin. Tapos umaasa kami sa mga ayuda or like sa mga bigay. Ayun yung nakakaiyak sa lahat.
Actually, I agree with Aika na maraming times na nakakaiyak maging breadwinner. Pero ako siguro yung pinaka-tumatak sa akin is during the time na I'm seeing my friends get more financially stable as they work. Tapos parang they are able to buy things, even the simpler things like brand new shoes or clothes para sa office nila that I can't even buy for myself. Feeling ko lang na napagkaitan ako, ganun. Or parang nag-work naman kami pareho, pero bakit yung sa akin is napupunta lang lahat sa family ko. While them, they provide, pero may part pa rin na para lang sa kanila or para lang din sa happiness nila.
Oo, to add that to, kasi maraming ganun na scenario sa aming mga breadwinners na parang puti pa sila, no? Nakaka-enjoy sila sa buhay nila. Kahit ako, I'm earning more than them. Pero sila nakakapag-ibang bansa, diba? Nakakabili ng mga branded items, samantalang kami, wala. Kahit na ang taas ng sahod, kaya mas mataas ng sahod namin sa kanila. Parang sabi ko nga, ganun talaga yung lifestyle namin mga breadwinners. We have a lot to sacrifice. Ang bigat, pero may choice ba tayo? Wala. Parang wala kaming choice, but we have to move forward. That's why siguro iba yung mindset ng mga breadwinners. Kumbaga, mas matibay siguro yung loob nila. Kasi kung mahal talaga nila yung family nila, they will provide. Hindi nila iwanan yun. And they will come to a point na parang mag-iisip sila on how they could survive and to have more. Kasi iba, wala naman silang ibang pinagbibigyan, di ba? Parang lay low lang sila, di ba? Sa amin kasi, meron kaming nilalaan sa pera, and at the same time, paano naman kami? So, doon kami humuhugot ng tibay na loob to have more. That's why ako, tatlo yung trabaho ko, di ba? Ang dami mo responsibilities, di ba?
Ano ang mga bagay na hindi alam ng mga tao about breadwinners like you?
A lot of people are telling me na I have a choice to not be the breadwinner or parang to think about myself naman this time. Pero for me, I cannot really get out of the situation kasi una sa lahat, it's really survival. Hindi madaling iwanan yung parents na parehong walang trabaho, na kung saan sila kukuha ng pang-araw-araw nila pangkain and everything. Even though I really want to, hindi kaya ng puso ko and ng mentality ko na iwanan yung parents ko ng hayaan sila maghanap ng ayuda. Kaya katulad yung sinasabi ni Aika, para lang makakain sila. Kasi I can't provide naman eh. Tapos parang I don't have my own family yet. So, why not provide for them if I can? So, sa akin.
Ako naman siguro ang hindi nila alam, breadwinners are fragile. Siguro sa tingin nila, malakas talaga yung loob namin. Kasi yun yung gusto namin ipakita. Pero at the same time, meron kaming kunyari, every night, nag-iisip kami, what if hindi kami breadwinner? Or kaya madami kaming mga thoughts na pumapasok sa isip. Kaya ko pa ba? Mga ganon. So, parang nandun yung mga negative thoughts na pumapasok. Pero, pagdating ng kinabukasan, laban ulit. May mga ganong instances, hindi lahat ng breadwinners, akala mo sobrang lakas na talaga nila. Meron talaga silang kahinaan. And sa kanila lang yun. Dinidibdib. Kasi, syempre, ayaw nila na iparamdam na ganun. Kasi kung mahina ka, tas breadwinner ka, paano mo masasurvive yung buong family mo? Ayun, yung naiisip ko, parang may kahinaan din naman sila.
Do you still see yourself having your own family despite what you've experienced as a breadwinner?
Syempre, kumbaga experienced ka ni. Kaya mo nang bumuhay ng pamilya, edi syempre kaya mo na din bumuhay ng another family. But, nagiging cautious ka na. Kumbaga, alam mo na kasi kung ano yung mahirap. Mahirap bumuhay ng pamilya. Mahirap bumuhay ng pamilya. If you wanted to build your own family, you have to be ready. Not just physically, mentally, but also financially. Ayun talaga yung lagi namin iniisip. So, before ako siguro magbukod and magkaroon ng sariling family, I'll make sure na secured ako. And at the same time, hindi ako mag-worry na mauubos yung pera ko or like may mangyayaring, kumbaga ready ako in all times. So, kung hindi, mahirap.
Sure.
Ayaw mo ipasa, di ba? Kasi naranasan mo na yung struggles before eh. So, bakit mo pa iuulit in your next generation?
Honestly, there are times na ayoko na lang. Kasi it is already hard to be the breadwinner. But of course, there are also times na I also want that. Because what if yun pala yung plano sa akin ni God in the future? And I'm just hindering it because of my difficult times at the moment. I'm still believing na all of this shall pass. So, I'm still looking forward na brighter yung future ko, it will be beautiful, and if God wants to bless me with a family, I'm sure na He will sustain me, and that He will be the one to provide.
If you have one prayer to God, ano yung prayer mo?
For my parents to be healthy. Siyempre, mahirap na kapag nagkasakit sila and kasi breadwinner, malamang love mo yung family mo. So, gusto mo na healthy sila. Kasi kapag healthy sila, wala ka nang worries. Doon ka na lang mag-focus sa finances. Kumbaga, magparami ka na lang ng pera, bigyan mo sila ng magandang, bigyan mo sila ng business or kaya ipasyal mo sila sa ibang country. Kumbaga, alam mo na kung paano to earn, diba? Alam mo na kung paano to save or like how to solve any financial problem kasi naranasan mo na, ganun. So, parang doon na lang tayo sa part na maging healthy sila so that you can do more for them.
Yes. So, I agree with Aika on that. Actually, this is my daily prayer. Protection of my family kasi from all the accidents and all the health issues and then also to sustain us daily and to bless us abundantly, syempre. Parang we always want the best for our family. So, really, just entrusting God na His plans are perfect and wonderful. So, yun yung sa akin. And also na maging more financially literate yung mga kapatid ko, ganyan. And mas ma-realize nila yung importance of preparing for the future, especially because they also have their own children already.
Well, I have question kay Dodi.
Question
As a breadwinner to breadwinner, no?
Question.
Ito yung question ko. Do you ever blame your parents na naging breadwinner ka? Or like, do you ever blame your parents na nandun ka sa situation na yan?
Realistically, there are times na parang, bakit kasi ganito? Bakit ito yung parents ko? I even blame God. Parang I even ask God, bakit dito yung family ko? Ganyan. Pero at the end of the day, marirealize mo lang din na everything has a reason. They might not be perfect financially or yun nga sa education, hindi man sila educated as other parents, they still have their good qualities. Like, they are very supportive, they are very loving, they did everything that they can to provide for us na makapag-aral ako, di ba? Na to really, sustain the family, even though mahirap. So, I really appreciate them pa rin sa lahat ng sacrifice na ginawa nila dun.
Oh, alam nila yun. Kasi vocal ako sa family ko. Lalo na nandun kami sa part na naging gano'n na nga, na parang nag-back to zero kami. Everything, pinag-uusapan na namin, lalo na pag financial. Parang minsan nasasabi ko sa kanya na parang because, dahil utang ka kasi ng utang ganyan. Or kaya hindi na kasi nakapagbarko si Papa kaya hindi na kami wala na kami pera, ganun. Syempre, I felt guilty also. Kasi, syempre, love mo sila, pero nasasabihan mo sila ng ganun. Pero, at the same time, na-realize ko na, bakit nila ginawa yun? Baga, nangutang sila, bakit? For us din naman. Kasi sobrang hirap ng buhay. Bakit kami nabaon? Because gusto nilang may makain kami araw-araw. And yun yung gusto kong intindihin. Then also sa mga breadwinners din na parang biniblame nila yung family nila. Bakit ba nakarating sila sa ganong point? Ba't nila nagawa yung ganon? It's because for us din. Yun na lang din siguro yung kailangan natin intindihin, more on understanding as a breadwinners. May ginawa silang hindi maganda siguro because para rin naman sa atin. So that's why, yun na lang din yung i-return natin sa kanila. Understanding na din. And patience, and also i-reciprocate na lang natin kung ano yung ginawa nilang sacrifices for us. Gusto ko lang din sabihin na Ma and Pa. Yeah, sorry if I blame you, but I always wanted to thank you then also for all your sacrifices for me. And I wanted to reciprocate it. I wanted to give more pa. Love your family because they love you first. No, so love back.